she? Who is she? Your girl just filmed like 2-3 videos today, all right? Period. Like, let's go. Hey Shanti babes, and welcome back to another video.
I don't ever want to see the face. I'm from Canada and not the States.
As always, hi. It's been a freaking while. It's been like a month. I hate doing that to you guys. I love YouTube. I love being in the camera. I just love getting thoughts up from you guys. Like, I just love chatting with y'all. So first of all, hey, hi new subscribers. What the heck? We're at like what, 15.7? Hi. I don't even know what we were last at when I was here. Like, damn, hi, what's good? I don't even know what I was last at before, like, I just disappeared. But hey, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Kymani and I own the Ashanti collection and show you guys everything in our business, the behind the scenes of everything. I feel like more channels need to be out here. Entrepreneurship channels, business channels, whatever channels need to be showing you everything, and that's what I'm here to do. Show y'all everything, the good, bad, the ugly, like point blank period. Y'all are gonna see everything. So today's video is highly requested, like highly requested. And today I will be telling you guys how you can prevent your body butters. See, wording's key. How you can try to prevent your body butters from melting during transit, because there is no freaking way you can 100% guarantee that your butters will not melt unless you have, I think one of the vendors I know sells like super high temperature body butter, like the melting point is really high. And I'm looking actually closer into detail at the melting point, and it wasn't even that much more than the normal melting point on body butters, because the normal melting point on body butters is very high. All in all, I don't care what any of these videos tell you guys, you 100% can't guarantee that the butters will not melt during shipping unless you just don't sell it. That is the only way that you can guarantee your body butter is not melting during shipping. So I'm really tired of seeing the how do you prevent your butters from shipping during the summer, and I'm sitting here like, sis, I don't. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm just gonna research and try and error. I'll do trial and error to figure out what works, what doesn't. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna go into as many possible variables that you can do and take to lessen the chance. That is what the key word in this video will be, to lessen the likelihood that your butters will melt during shipping. One being the simple adjustment in that you change your shipping days. So what I mean by that is, we used to ship out when we had a restock. We used to ship out that entire week. So if we had a restock that Friday, we would be shipping out all week. More or less, we'd stop shipping like Thursday or Friday, but past then we'd be shipping out all week. So now we only ship out Mondays through Wednesdays. And that's because from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the packages aren't really moving anywhere, and it doesn't really serve a purpose to drop off past then. So give yourself that time crunch that now you will ship packages from Monday to Wednesday. That's step one, because that's when your packages will move the most, is Monday through Wednesday. Sometimes USPS or UPS or FedEx, whoever, just decides that they don't want to move your package regardless, but the highest likelihood that the packages will move and will get to your consumers if you ship in the States will be those days. And more or less, no matter really where you live in the States, it shouldn't take any more than like 5 days. Again, it depends on the shipping carriers, unfortunately, but more or less, like, especially if we ship USPS priority, like most packages will get to all of our customers in like 3 days. You know, like theoretically, once we ship 3-4 days, 5 being the most. Again, we don't control that though. By simply doing that simple step, you're instantly reducing the likelihood that your package will be sitting in a warehouse over the weekend and just sitting, you know, and having the potential to melt. You're just eliminating that as a whole, because you're reducing it simply to those 3 days. Not 2 days. You're reducing it to those 3 days. And that is one thing that we have implemented. So I'm pretty much just gonna be telling you in general what I've read, in addition to what, like, I'm gonna differentiate to what we've implemented and to what I've read. So now I'm gonna go on to what I've read. So like I told you, there is a body butter that melts, that has a higher melting temperature, but not only is it stupid expensive, I don't even think it's worth it, because the melting points are very similar and the price difference is not worth it to me. So another thing that the internet was telling me, because y'all be forgetting that the internet does exist out there, I just simply Googled how to prevent your body butters from melting during transit. Another thing that you can do to help prevent it, which, let me go with all the things first that don't have to require you to change much of anything. You know what I mean? Like all the things that you don't really have to change much. So this is not necessarily something I Googled. This is just something that we did anyway. I'll get into the Google thing later. But freezing your body butters. What a novel idea. Not refrigerating them, freezing them. So one, it's a little bit different for us. Again, we don't have a kitchen, so we're able to y'all already know the best contacts literally ever. So let's get into it. This packaging not only is cute, it comes with stickers, tattoos, and then you have on the bottom of the packaging your contacts, and then all 4 cases that your contacts come in. First up, we got this beautiful green real-khaki contacts. Guys, do you see this vibrant, beautiful green? So natural, so beautiful. Next up, we have our awesome Havana blue gray contacts. As you guys see, you have the beautiful blue with the undertones of the gray all around. Bomb contacts. And then one of my favorites is this beautiful pearl gray. Guys, when I say the perfect light gray subtle contact, it definitely adds a flare without making anything too bold, but just a gorgeous contact. And then guys, you have this magnificent blue. This actually might be my favorite color, guys. Do you see how stunning she is? Oh my god, like literally the perfect freaking blue. I love blue and like purpley blue contacts, and it's the perfect blue. Again, very subtle, very natural, but definitely gives you that perfect pop. You know what I mean? With your eyes, like it just gives you that pop. Like, do you guys see that blue with slight undertones of gray, purple? Stunning. Our freezers. So our freezers, we bought 2 extra like standalone freezers. We've had them for a while actually, but now we use them to freeze our body butters before shipment. So at least 24 hours to fully freeze, because like even if you freeze it for like a week, your body butter will always stay to like that whatever frozen temperature it is. Like it's not going to get more or less frozen. And Logan was explaining that to me, which makes sense. Like your body butter is not going to get more or less frozen. So freezing it for like at least, I would say like 10 to 24 hours will really also help reduce that likelihood of your butters melting during transit. Because again, if everything is going well with the shipping carriers, depending on how you ship, items shouldn't take forever to really get to people. And again, I'm talking about shipping in states, because another thing is we stop shipping overseas just for the likelihood that packages will sit. I don't care if it's cold in a country, packages will be sitting over here in customs, wherever the case may be. So we've completely stopped shipping overseas except for Canada. But we haven't stopped international shipping as a whole, because we're not even risking that. I don't want all the international orders to receive their products and they just be melted. So we have just nipped that one in the bud. Which is unfortunate, because I know a lot of you guys really want to try our products. But after you freeze them, I highly recommend doing that. Again, 10 to 24 hours. After you freeze them, what you can do is, now we're to go into things that require changing. So some form of change and or spending more money. So what I have here are 2 insulated mailers. The purpose of these is whatever item that you put inside of these are supposed to keep at that temperature. So if I'm gonna put something hot in here, these are going to help keep something hot. If I put something cold in here, these are gonna help keep something cold. So obviously what we wanna keep cold is after you take your body butters out of the freezer, we wanna put them in some form of insulated insulated mailers. So highly recommend that. Our thing that we do is we'll freeze the butters, we'll ship on those days, and then we'll put them in our insulated mailers. So I'm gonna go into some other things that you can do. Those are the steps that we do. Those are the steps that we take. I'm not saying they're right. Those are just things that we're doing to implement reducing likelihoods of melting butters. That's just what we're doing. We're still working on new things, but it's all trial and error. I'm just sharing what we're doing. So another thing that I know people do is they'll ship their items with ice packs. We did that at 1.2, and we might even go back to that. I don't see ice packs. We actually have a whole bunch of ice packs. Let me know if y'all want us to sell them, but I don't really see that really doing as much. I mean, unless we just throw in the ice pack in with the insulated mailer, I just don't really see that doing like as much. You know what I mean? Like I really don't, because by the time the ice pack thaws out, I'm gonna say that the body butter will probably like thaw out. Like I just don't see it really doing much. But you can ship with the ice pack if you can't quite afford the insulated mailers. They're not necessarily expensive. Just Google insulated mailers before I get 1,000 questions. Just simply Google insulated mailers and find the cheapest price one, guys. Simple as that. Try also with ice packs. You can literally just type in like mini ice packs. You can do that as well. Now also onto the change. this is not something that we've done yet, but I'm definitely open to the idea of doing so. It is changing the formula. I'm open, but I'm not, because we're just so like busy right now, and it's like finding the perfect body butter formula as it is right now is already very difficult. So then trying to then reformulate it to fit the summer is very tough, because I know some people as a whole have just stopped selling have stopped selling their body butters. I know Skincare has just stopped selling their body butters. Other brand I just saw the other day is reformulating their body butter. So this step is reformulate your body butters with hard oils or a hard butter. So what I mean is like cocoa butter. That is hard, okay? So reformulate your body butters or incorporate cocoa butter into your formula, because it's hard. Another thing I saw on the internet, which is what I was telling you guys earlier, is beeswax. Beeswax apparently makes your body butters harder. Now beeswax does have a scent, because I remember I was looking at this before summer, because I was trying to be proactive rather than reactive. I was looking at this before the summer months, and I know it does have a scent and you can get it without a scent, although the reviews on Amazon that I saw for them without a scent were not good. So that's something that I would have to completely revisit and make sure that I buy the best of the best one, as should you. So beeswax is another one. I know a lot of people use coconut oil in their body butters, and we used to use coconut oil, but no longer. We don't do that anymore. So another thing with coconut oil is you have the fractionated coconut oil, which is the liquid coconut oil. Then you have the unfractionated, which those are the things that I suggest that you guys do to help reduce that likelihood, because there never will be a likelihood, or there will never be a definitive, not to my knowledge that I know of, to completely stop the melting. You only, in your best power, as I always tell our customers, in our best power, we can only do everything in our power to, you know, hopefully reduce that, so you guys won't end up with that happening. And I think we've been doing a pretty good job. Like from anybody that's messaged us, we've shipped 700 orders so far, and I've only had, I think, 2 people that have messaged me. So I'm not accounting for anybody that hasn't messaged me. It's been 2 people that messaged me saying that their butters have come completely melted. That's out of 700 orders. So I've had multiple people where it was like a little bit of melting, which isn't even that big of a deal. Like it's still melted, but like the swirl's still there. I've only had 2 people out of 700 orders say that their butters have completely melted. And with that, just literally pop them back in the freezer or the fridge. Preferably the fridge until they harden back up, and they should be good as new. You're just not going to have that pretty swirl that our butters have, but it is still a functional body butter. So yeah, all in all, those are the tactics that we use. Again, the 3 tactics like we personally use are: we change our shipping days, we freeze all of our butters, and then we insulate them. But again, with the freezing the body butters, make sure, guys, like, y'all are staying sanitary. I don't have any food near our products in the freezer, outside the freezer, making things. I don't have any food anywhere near it. So when you come to freezing your body butters, be very vigilant by that. I wouldn't, that's tough for me. So I know most people have stuff in their freezer, unless you want to buy like a mini freezer if your business is a little bit smaller. If you have the money, you know, just invest the $100 and get a stand freezer. I mean, and worst case, after the summer, put it in your garage, sell it, get your money back. I mean, it's worth it, because your butters will be frozen when they leave you. So it's definitely worth it, especially if you have the space. Yeah, so now, all in all, guys, that is what we do to reduce the likelihood of our butters melting. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Let me know some more videos, questions, comments down below that you guys want to see from us. And thank you, Shanti babes, so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and check out our brand at the Ashanti Collection on Instagram. Get yourself some luxury butters.